What's up, guys? BrunsNick's back, and so is the Teal Rhino Pro. After 30 years, Brunswick relaunches the Teal Rhino Pro in the vintage line with thick shell technology and Activator Plus 3.0 solid cover. I can't wait to see what this does with SPECTO data running, but before we get to all that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, let's see what Rhino Pro Teal does in the year 2023. All right. The one you all been waiting for, Teal Rhino Pro, bringing back the Brunswick vintage line. I am so excited to throw this ball. I had this ball growing up in juniors. I even wore my vintage Rhino shirt. Should be good for a few extra hits, a few extra carry. But this is back with thick shell performance, higher RG, lower differential, 256, 032. Looks original, man. Let's see what it does on the lanes. I'm gonna start it out, got SPECTO running. We're gonna make its rounds and see what throwback look, new technology does for the Rhino Pro. That motion never gets old. 30 years later, that down and in, hard hitting, never gets old. So we've updated it with the Activator Plus 3.0 solid. Finish wise, not dull, not super sanded. It's 500, 1,000, 2,000. That just phenomenal ball. The look, as classic as it gets. Let's do that again. A little wider. Oh man, that hooks. Oh, Brooklyn carryover. Okay, so don't let the high RG and low differential fool you. The cover stock is still plenty strong. You get it out to the dry, it's gonna see it and go. So let's get away from the dry and let's get away from this rack and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But imagine being a pro player 30 years ago, you're on the PBA tour, and all you see on the rack, Teal Rhino, Teal Rhino, Teal Rhino. All right, moving 5. I'm gonna get this in the oil just a little bit longer because that one saw it immediately out there. Jeez. Just, I have a feeling this ball is going to be insanely popular for all style of players, for the high revers, the low revers, people getting their first ball. I'm already transported back to the 90s. Just need my Walkman, my talkabout. Oh, that's out wide. Yeah, you can't mess with the dry. I mean, don't let this ball fool you. I mean, it's lower differential, 032. Flares a little bit and higher RG, but you send that out wide, it's hooking. Flat out hooking. So that'll be interesting as we go. If it doesn't like oil as much, or if it just super responds to dry. But I'm gonna stay in that same zone. I'm not gonna mess with the dry. I mean, I'd have to throw it out there hard. I don't really wanna do that. I'm just gonna throw a good shot. Oh, it's in. Don't matter. Play the oil with this one playing straighter. It'll hold, and still kill the 8-9. Split it like a champ. All right, I'm moving. Let's go find some more oil. You can see flare on this ball is actually surprisingly decent, like 4 inches of flare. I don't know if that'll come through on camera, but pretty tight flare rings, probably an 1/8 inch. Man, I could see this ball in my bag for a long time. What did I say? I'm gonna move 5 more, 10 left. All right, let's do it. on, ball. So impressed right now. I was already hyped up before I even pressed record. And now that I'm actually throwing the Teal Rhino Pro again, I had one of these in juniors. And the ball did not flare very much. And that's what I like so much about it. I shot so many good numbers. Everybody loved that ball. Of course, it was plugged. I couldn't have a new one back then, because even in the year 99, 2000, 2001, these things were still old. Got it to the dry. Watch it. Something about thick shell performance. Doesn't matter. You give that ball some life. That ball is hitting so hard right now. I don't know if it comes through on camera, but not only do I have miss room left and right, the ball still goes through the pins the same way every single time. All right, I'm moving 5 more. Will be 15 left. Got a little bit of an open rack. We'll see if I can't work with that there. I think I can overcome. Way out to the dry. Go! Holy smokes. What have we done here? I imagine back in 1993, when this ball went down the lane, everybody was like, whoa! What is that? It's like discovering fire all over again. And I'm not talking about Wu-Tang's 36 chambers either. All right, one more from there. Let's try not to send it out so far. Let's see actually what it does when I get it in some more oil maybe. Right. Stone 7. Well, if that's the worst break of the day, I am oddly okay with that. So we're gonna move it 5 more. We're gonna be 20 left after that vicious Stone 7 pin. But amazing how this ball's hitting right now. All right, 20 left. This is gonna be a test. I don't know. Lower diff balls from here, we'll see. It tried. I must have sent that out to 2 board. I tried to send that coast to coast. Actually, I lied. I didn't try. I just missed that out wide. But it almost hooked back. All right, let's throw a couple more shots. I mean, ideally, if you're playing this ball, you're probably not hooking the whole lane with it, right? I want to stay more in front of it. Just jam it in the pocket, but I just want to see if it can do it from here. Maybe. Come on. Yeah. All right. I think we found a little bit of a limitation, which is fine. They're asking a lot out of a ball with 030's diff. You know, it's easy length. It responds to friction. But for fun, we're going to end on a good note. I'm going to do what I need to do to trick this ball and get it back to the pins from coast to coast. So, they're kind of like right in the middle of those two and definitely getting around the side of it more. Oh yeah. Trip 4, going coast to coast. You can't ask for nothing more. I'm so excited for this vintage release. Teal Rhino Pro is back after 30 years. New core with a thick shell core, vintage light bulb, Activator Plus 3.0 solid resin. You're gonna want this one in your bag. Talk to your pro shop, and as always, please subscribe.